So I've talked about how you can use today and now in order to get the timestamp, the current timestamp, and then how to extract information, for example, the year, the month, and the day out of a date. You can do exactly the same thing for the time. So you can do something like this, hour, and get the hour of now. And it's going to be 18, which is 6 p.m. And this is the way it doesn't give you 6, because 6 could be confused with 6 a.m. So it's always an ordinal, so it's 18. And then you can have, we've got hour, you can have the minute, and of course the second. So there you go. Since we can extract an information out of a date, we should be able to do exactly the opposite. That means start from the information and restructure and reconstruct a date. So for example, if you do something like this, date, and then do this, and then take this, and then this. These are the 3 arguments that you need to construct a date, and this is what you get. So you've got this. So we started from today, we extracted the 3 pieces of information, and then starting from this, we got the same result. Same thing is going to be the case for the time. So instead of date, you've got time. Since it's not working, we have to do something like this. And there you go. So we reconstructed time out of this. So 19 became again 07. So it's the AM/PM notation system. Now we can see some more complicated issues and functions. So this is one that is quite interesting. So end of month. So returns a serial number. So it's always a timestamp of the last day of the month that comes a certain number of months before or after the start date. So let's say that the date is 2012. And it's 2 months away. So I have to write like this. So we start from the date the 1st January 1st, 2012. Go to the next month, which is February, so February 1st, 2012. And give me the timestamp of the last month of February. So go to January 1st, go 1 month later, and give me the last day of that month. The last day is actually February 29th. It's a leap year, so it's going to be, the result is going to be this. So we can give no matter what kind of date. So this is not a leap year. So there you go. So exactly. So you can have like 12 months later. So it's going to be January 2011. The last day of January 2011, the last day of the month of January 2011 is January 31st. So this is a timestamp for that month. After that, you can use another function which is quite similar, which is eDate. So returns the serial number of the date, that is a specified number of months before or after the start date. So again, if we take 2012 January 1st and we say go 4 months later, is going to be the 1st of April 2012, and this is the timestamp for that day. However, if you see something like this, or let's say March 31st, and then we say go 1 month earlier, it's not going to go to February 31st because it knows it doesn't exist. So it knows that it has to go to the last day of the previous month. So with eDate we can go on a specified number of months before or after start date, and with the end of month we did the same thing, but at the same time we went, for example, 3 months after the date specified, and then it also went to the last day of that month. Whereas this function eDate just goes to the specific day. So as I said, with eDate we've got March 31st, and we go 1 month earlier. So I repeat, it's not going to understand that it has to go to February 31st. It just goes to the last day of the previous month. The proof, we cannot find it here. This is just a number. So what we can do, we can just format and give a date. There you go. And you can see the result here. We can use the ISO. So it went to the last day 1 month earlier than March 31st. So this is a leap year, 2012. So it went to February 29th. Now there's a function that is quite useful for those who work every day. This is not my case. So you go to weekday. So it's work day, and this is what it says: returns the serial number of the date before or after a specified number of work days. So let's start with 2011. It's going to be December, let's say 20th. And then we want to go, imagine that your boss says you have to work another 10 days. So it's going to be work days. So you want to know when you're going to finish. So because you cannot say, okay, in 10 days it's going to be December 30th, because they are not work days, all of them. So you just have to find out how many times, okay, I'm going to come 10 times at work. So when am I going to finish? Or let's say you've got a seminar that lasts 10 days, but it's always on work days, so you want to know when the seminar is going to finish, to end. And you've got something like 5. So the seminar lasts 5 days. And the proof is here. So December, and we started from December 20th, and we have to start counting 5 days. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So let me change the way the date appears. So I'm back with a more English US version. So we started from December 20th, and then we want to know how far is it, how far are 5 work days, how far 5 work days are, sorry. So we go from 20, you go 1, 2, 3, and then 4 on Monday, and 5 is going to be December 27. What we can also do is provide a number of dates somewhere that are the holidays. So for example, imagine that you've got December 22nd and December 23rd that are holidays. So here in the workday function, non-workdays are Saturday, Sunday, but you can add holidays. So the third argument you're going to have here is a range of cells that contain the holidays. So for example, my holidays are in C8 and C9 here. So C8 to C9. 9. And you can see that we start again from December 20th. We go 1. The 22nd is a holiday and 23rd is a holiday. And then we've got Saturday and Sunday. So we go Monday is second day, work day. So we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 5 work days after December 20th is December 29. A very similar function is this. So this one. So it returns a number of work days between two dates. So for example, we've got the holidays as well. So if I start from the same date, the 20th, up to 29th, and the holidays are in C8 and C9. The result is going to be 6, which is actually one more than what we had here. That's because both dates are included. So the 20th and the 29th are included. So we go from 20, so it's 1, 2, holiday, holiday, Saturday, Sunday, 3, 4, 5, 6. So instead of saying here returns the number of work days between two dates, we can say the number of work days worked, or something included. So if you want to amend for this discrepancy, you can always have something like -1. And this, if you use -1, you're going to have exactly the same thing as with a work day. So it depends, of course, it's up to you and your needs. So be patient. There's another tutorial just after this. This is going to be the third tutorial on date and time functions.